Good afternoon and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to discuss panniers and particularly custom-made panniers that don't cost the earth. We're going to visit with Sean Elliot, who's resident in Richards Bay, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. And we're going to get him to tell us about his manufacturing process. And yeah, let's get on with it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sean, how are you doing? I'd like you're going to tell us all about your pannier business. And yeah, go ahead, tell us who you are.
My name is Sean Elliot. We're in Zululand in Richards Bay at the coast. We produce here at the workshop aluminium top boxes and two different sizes of panniers.
Okay, so as I understand, Sean, when we were chatting earlier, you basically have various stages that you have in the manufacturing process.
The first part is, first of all, we've got them being laser cut in town. We bring the boxes then to the benders. There's a bending gentleman in town, bending company. They will bend the bases for me on the bottom main section of the box, the main frame of the box. They will bend that. And we've got then the lids which come flat, which I bend here upstairs in the workshop. The welding is then happening. That's the next part that happens. The welding is done. We have welded on the seams on the bottom, along the edge and along the corners. That puts then the first part of the sort of structural integrity of the boxes together. They've now started to come together and come as a box. Powder coating takes a day. The two colors that we're doing, one of them is called a midnight, I think it's midnight gray and a flat matte black. From there we will then start to do the final fabrication. Two major parts of it is the lip around the lid and around the top of the box, the join between the two. That's one big part that happens. And then the corners. We make a polyurethane corner, which are made here locally in a little factory in town. And then it starts final fitting. We use a aluminium extrusion around the top of the lid and a rubber extrusion, which has got a nice waterproofing tightness.
Tell me about the mounting to specific models. How does that take place?
We have about 18 now different 3mm stainless steel base plates. Each one is individually, has its holes lined up. They are interchangeable. We can actually change them over if somebody's got one and they change their bike, and then the old box can fit straight over onto the new bike, which is good. What they do have is a little 25mm raised part underneath the plate, which just lifts the box up from the plate. The lugs on the bottom of the box, what happens is the way that it locks into place is the box has little lugs underneath. They drop into the holes on the plate, into the keyholes. The box then slides back. And then from inside the mount with two little fastening bolts which lock the box in place. The other parts that we've got that we're moving on with now is we're now doing lining for the boxes. Polyurethane hinges, so there's no rustable parts. We've also now been able to find a back pad for the pillion. We've now moved on to a nice lock with keys. The box comes with two keys, got a lock system on it. And the way that the locks work is they actually pull down on the lid and pull the rubber closed.
Just run us through the panniers briefly. The different sizes, just a brief overview of your pannier options.
So the ones that I've got here, this is on my bike. The ones that I have here are what I call the half loaves. They're a weekend box. They're big enough to fit enough stuff in for the weekend, a few extras. They're our biggest seller. And these work mount on a semi-permanent mounting. I say semi-permanent, it takes 5 minutes to take off the two boxes. So the systems that I've done now, we use a bracketing which is two halves of a tube. The two halves come around the tubular frame. One part is inside the box, the other side outside the box with it actually bolted through the two halves which fit around the tube. So it's four little screws, little bolts, Allen key heads. We close the box up onto the pad. And then I have a taller, I think we'd call it a standard box, which is 47 high, 470mm. And that can be cut down in any height that the customer wants. Just a few of the other little extras. We've got the tie downs on the top for tying down lightweight things.
All right, and how, if people need to contact you, how do they contact you? Through your Facebook page?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, which is always good. Facebook is one of our greatest inventions for marketing, I think, tool for what I've done. It's directly to the people that want to see about it. And then they can call us, they can call me at the house, or they can send me a WhatsApp message. Phone number is 082 082 again, and then 2341. That's written down there on the box you can see down here. It's a South African red number, so that's +27 for the South African numbers. Anybody with any special requests and things that they specifically want or the way they want to do it, happy to work. I'm happy to try, and as long as it's not too much to change in the design, then we can pretty much do height and width-wise for what people want. Yep.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you very much for your time. Sean, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. Much appreciated.